Hey everybody, welcome back to the Comedian Theory. This is part two of English and the influence of etymology and language, how speaking can do more harm than good. Um, no further ado, let's get into this slide. Not before I do, I'm not going to be very thorough of what the Egyptians taught, what they believed in. I think you should do your own research. For that, this video is only to show you how the Egyptian cosmology and their principle influence what we have as religion and the United States today. Right? So, no further ado, let's get in. And show on the road, baby. So, again, my goal is not to push you away from religion. My goal is to give you a better understanding of how to approach everyday words that you use, as well as a new perspective of looking at and understanding religion. Again, I cannot stress the fact enough that as black people, it is extremely important that we do our research and go find this information ourselves, teach it to our children. The beginning of finding out who we really are as black people is to start by breaking down the etymology of the everyday words that we use, freeing our minds, educating ourselves, and understanding the manipulation of words so that we no longer live in bondage nor be controlled by the ones using our heritage to their own benefits. Right? What I mean by that, doctors, psychologists, inventors, everyone, they're using, like Tesla. He made the rocket and all that stuff from the science and energy of the pyramids. Imagine if our people had that information. What could you do? How could you better yourself as a human being? What could your children do? Would we live like? I'm trying to make it so we no longer depend on those who they. We don't even depend on they anymore. Hope you know what I'm talking about when I say they. But anyway, the Egyptian seal, right? The Egyptian seal is basically what influence and where they get the United States seal from. It's like almost an amazing resemblance, almost like they stole it or something. But all just aside, like you can literally Google this, United States seal, Great Egyptian seal. You will see for yourself that something not adding up. If Egyptian is so evil, why would they steal the seal? I don't understand that. So this is a monument in Egypt, next to their statues, and I don't know what king that is, so I'm not gonna say that. I'll take that back. But this is the monument in Egypt. Now, tell me that doesn't look like the Washington Monument. Like we are like, bro, we have to we have to start questioning everything. Question everything. Yeah, question everything. Like this is the truth versus the lie. Like these in Africa there are black descriptions of peoples all over their walls and pictures of everything all over their walls, and then somehow, some way, they have a resemblance of Jesus, the same exact thing. So yeah, question it. Yeah, screenshot those pictures. I don't mind. I don't mind. But again, like this is on the walls of Egypt, like the final judgment of Ani, basically Judgment Day. We're all gonna get judged, but yeah. So Amun, Amun, or Amen, is an ancient god of the sun and air. He is the most important god of Egypt who rose to prominence. All right, but we say Amen after our prayers. So why do we say that? Why do we say that? You got to start questioning things. The correspondence between the ancient Egypt cosmology and the cranial vault, right? Basically, the Egyptians understood the science of the brain, the science of the mind. The third eye, the pineal gland, and how it needed sun, and how reaching your higher self and becoming Christ was basically becoming a God, and being one with all, being connected, right? Being the voice in your head that moves when your lips are not moving, connecting with your higher self. That's what they understood, right? This is a picture of the god Ptah, inside, next to the pituitary gland is what I call them, Ptah. Pituitary gland inside the brain. It's like you gotta start questioning because yeah. But yeah, this is a picture of Ptah inside the pituitary gland because basically, he is the idea of thought. This is where our thoughts and imagination come from, right? This is the Egyptian pyramid on top of the brain that shows you the chambers, how the pyramid was basically a layout of the chambers inside your own brain. The third eye, thalamus, eye of Horus, pineal gland, pituitary gland. Like I said, it needs light, it receives sunlight, and because I cannot I'll go into detail about that later. Like I said, I'm not going to be too thorough. I just want to show you how everything is being influenced our own religion, right? So keep this in mind how it says the pineal gland, and keep in mind that your pineal gland needs to receive light from the sun, right? So pineal gland is the P-shaped gland inside the sun. Its function isn't fully understood. Researchers do know that it produces and regulates some hormones, including melatonin, and melanin. It doesn't say that on there, but it also produces melanin. Melatonin is best known for the role it plays in regulating sleep patterns or dreams, all of that, right? So we have this excerpt from the Bible, right? Our passage from the Bible, from Genesis 30 to 30. And it says, or it reads, and Jacob called the name of the place Pioneer, for I have seen God face to face, and my life is preserved. And as he passed over the Peniel, the sun rose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh. What is he talking about? Is he talking about God, or is he talking about the pineal gland and how it needs light, right? Because when you look at John 1:18 and says, "No man has ever seen God at any time. The only begotten Son, which is in the bosom of the Father, he hath declared him." So, like, is that a contradiction? What are they saying? Has someone seen God or not? I have to start questioning these things. Like, really start questioning these things. So again, the pineal gland is about reaching your higher self, becoming Christ-like, becoming a God, literally, and becoming one with yourself, right? Reaching your higher self. So think about the stairway to heaven and the light at the end, or the seven chakras, reaching the crown chakra, or the spine. Um, man, you gotta start looking into this stuff, y'all. So again, like I said, the third eye, crown chakra, root chakra, so that like reaching, connecting all of those and going through those and balancing them is how you open your third eye and how you become one with your higher self. Once you become one with your higher self, you have universal knowledge. You're basically in God's state. You understand everything. This basically is the what the Adam and Eve was talking about, right? So the revelation of self-written in Genesis, the tree of life is the spine. The serpent is the time. Around the tree is the kundalini, awakener of our divinity. Eve, the divine feminine within all. Adam, divine masculine within all, the apple, anything that assists in awakening, the self, the forbidding knowledge, knowing thyself, is spirituality. Spirituality. I'm sorry, I can't say that word, but experimenting as divinity, basically is what they're saying, as love, as one. So yeah, Adam and Eve is basically a story of becoming one with your higher self. And this is basically a picture of how the pineal gland receives light from the sun and why we need it and how it's important. So yeah, the cerebrum, right? This is a thing in the brain because basically that little light thing is basically your pineal gland and to become conscious, the concept of becoming conscious, like because one side of your brain is reading, writing, understanding, logic, math, and all of that, and the other side is emotions, creativity, picturing, imagination, right? If you draw, I draw really good, so I use the other side of my brain a lot as well. Like I can use both sides of my brain, like reasoning, logic, um, connecting both sides of your brain is how you become conscious. That's the only way I could explain it, right? Now, again, with the Bible, they have passages that reference this in the Bible. Second Chronicles 3:11. I should have said 3:10, but it says, "And in the most holy house, he made two cherubims of image work, right, and overlaid them with gold. And the wings of the cherubims were 20." Like, what is he talking about? What is he talking about? You got to start doing the research, y'all. So, yeah, you will see that the Egyptians, they didn't worship the sun. They knew that the sun was important. They knew that we needed the sun. They knew that the sun was the most high and important energy source on Earth, right? They knew that. So I don't see why looking at the sun is bad because again, plants need sun, animals need sun, we need the sun. Our life in darkness would be horrible, right? So yeah. You have another Sphinx looking up at the sun and basically that's what it represents and all that stuff. So again, you will see Jesus. We influence this is where you will get the influence that Jesus picture how you always see Jesus with the sun and all of that. So another picture of Jesus with the sun, Ra with the sun, and like again, they understood that the sun basically gives life to all. It gives life to everything on earth. Everything needs the sun, right? So we have 12 elders, our 12 gods of Egypt, right? Our 12 stars, 12 stars of the zodiac, meaning like our pay attention to this, right? It's 12 gods of Egypt, 12 gods, followers of Jesus Christ or every other religion. Um, 12 planets, 12 zodiac signs, 12 months in a year, 12 hours in a day, 12 jewels on the sea, vitamin 12, B12, 12 harmonic notes and the music scale. Like everything revolves around 12. Why is that? No coincidence. 12 laws of the universe, like it gets deep. So we have really got to do our research. Like, but again, the Egyptian gods they understood the science of the body, the science of why it's important to lining all those energies up in your body to get universal knowledge from the universe. That is the ultimate goal, and what I think everyone should practice on doing, meditating and reevaluating your life is finding out what really matters, detaching yourself from materials, right? That's should practice on that. Again, this is Osiris, and this is a picture of the spine. It's no coincidence that all this stuff is similar or corresponds with the Egyptians and what they taught. Because again, they understood the science of the body and becoming one with their higher self and becoming God, and the importance of nature and the principles of nature, right? Cannot stress that enough. They understood this. This basically is the soul psychology, multi-dimensional dimensional blueprint, and uh, basically it's breaking down the levels of the body, right? So, but the next picture I'll explain it a little bit. Okay, this picture I was looking for, right? So you have the electrical body, your nervous system. You have the biometrical body, your skeletal system, and you have the magnetic body, the chakra system, right? So the best way that I can explain it is your flesh. Picture yourself driving a car, right? Driving a car down. You going to Walgreens, get you some, or not Walgreens. You going to whatever store, whatever restaurant to get you some ice cream, right? So we driving in the car, right? I'm driving in the car. My flesh, like my skin, would be the actual vehicle, the outside, the metal, the body of the car, right? The person that's driving would be the voice inside my head that moves when my lips are not talking, right? When my lips are not moving, you have a voice in your head. Like you can tell me to shut up without moving your lips, right? That person that told me to shut up without moving your lips is the person that's driving the car. That's the real you, your higher self, right? And your chakras are your soul. It's the stuff that you put in the car, like the gas, engine, all of that. Like, so take care of your car. Whether you have a Honda or a BMW or a Mercedes Benz, it's up to you. So however you take care of the body or however you take care of yourself, right? That's the best way I can explain that. So you really got to understand that you have three different brains, right? Your flesh, your desires, like this. Okay, your stomach can tell you yourself like you're hungry, but your brain can say I don't want to cook, right? And then your desires, like what you lust after, what you want, your materialism, or sex, like anything that makes you feel good, right? So you got to control all of that, and wake up, line everything up. Okay, so let's get into the netters. Keep in mind, netter means mother nature. Metu netter means mother nature, right? This is the picture of the Egyptian gods family tree: Atum Ra, Shu, Tefnut, Geb, Nut, Nephthys, Osiris, Isis, Set, Anubis, and Horus, right? Um, Osiris is my favorite. I don't know why I just like Osiris, but yeah. So the Kemetic Egyptian cosmology. The Kemetic cosmology is a real philosophy based on organized, systematic, consistent, and coherent principles, aka Mother Nature, right? So basically, again, they did not worship gods. They understood principles of life. They understood. They understood, like, basically it would have to be a god for gravity, right? It's a god for gravity, metaphorically. If like that's what they're saying. Like there is no God. They understand principles. I mean, there is a God. Obviously, someone created us, but it's not it's not what we think it is in the Bible or Jesus or all that is. So yeah, they understood the concept of Mother Nature. Ra, raised, light, rabbi, master. Ra represents the birth of all things, physical and non-physical, or the birth of light. He is not a sun god. He is only a, a representation or a symbol of all things created, right? That's what he represents. Amen. Amen is the acknowledgement of the hidden or mysterious aspects of creation, or the personification of air and breath and the ability to conceive, right? Because, like I said, we all know that we were birthed here. We all know that we were created, but no one has the evidence of the Most High or the Creator or the person that put us here on earth. No one has the evidence of that. Not Christianity, not the Hebrew Israelites, not me, not you. Only God Himself knows that. The real true God of the universe, right? The real true God of the universe that we come from knows all of this information. Conscious community only wants you to understand that religion and Christianity was influenced by the Commission, the um, the Commission people, right? That's all we are saying. Not that we worship the Egyptian gods. That's not what we're saying. We understand nature. We understand our spiritual journey. We understand how to connect with ourselves. We understand how to move, maneuver, and live in the world freely. That's it. And we're trying to get this information out so you can too. A tomb represents Adam from the Bible, the impulse of life and negation, contract or denial of unity. Basically, the beginning of all elements that made the invisible non-visible and come into existence, right? Ptah is the principle of the fall or spark of consciousness descending into a trapped in matter state. Like the voice inside your head is trapped in there and ain't coming out. Or anything that is non-physical um, matter, animate or non-animate, meaning gives new life or birth by thought or manifesting, right? Manifesting, your thoughts come from a dark place in your mind that you cannot describe, right? You think it, you say it out loud, and then you do it, or you see yourself doing it. That's basically the idea of manifesting. Basically, that's how uh, the earth is basically like a living brain. It manifests everything that it needs, right? So, hope that gives you a kind of understanding of that. Shoe and tough nut. Shu represents the air, tough nut represents rain. Born from Ra, the beginning of duality, one thing that becomes three, the Holy Trinity, where they get that from in the Bible. You have the soul, spirit, body, flesh, and consciousness, aka mind, body, and soul. Geb represents Geb represents the earth, Nut represents the sky. Asar and Asat represents the cycle of death, rebirth, and resurrection. The Egyptians did not believe that you were going to go to hell when you die. They believed in resurrection because we're in something called the circle of life, meaning until we reach the certain spiritual level that we need, we are going to constantly come back to this earth and reincarnate until we get it right. Right? There is no hell, there is no heaven, there is only a next stage, right? What do I mean by that? Energy cannot die, energy can only be transferred, right? So when this body is finished and are done working, my soul will release, and uh, my higher self or my true self, my spiritual body, my spiritual self will be able to go freely on to the next state. Energy cannot die, it can only be transferred, right? Understand that. Heru represents Lucifer, the fallen angel from the Bible. The seed of light or new beginning. That represents power and quintessence. This is why Lucifer is called the son of the morning, meaning light bringer. Because every morning that the sun is born or rises, it brings light, right? Understand that. Seth and Nephthys. Seth and Nephthys represents the principles of opposing and support in all creation. Yin and yang, something must resist. Rebel, chaos, or war, right? It's just the way it is. Trying to think of an example. I can't think of an example, but yeah. Or we're at war with ourselves, right? Technically, you're at war with God. You don't even know it. Um, um, if we detach ourselves from earthly attachments and try to be more spiritual and disconnect yourself from the material world, you would see, like, you see how it don't mean nothing. So um you just gotta detach. Just detach. Rebel, ask questions, wonder, question everything. Actually read the Bible. So, and question everything that you read in the Bible. So yeah. Want to say thanks for watching. Hope that you enjoyed and learned something. Please leave feedback so that lets me know how I did. If you liked, if you learned something, if areas that you think I should work on. If you want some information that you think that you want me to look up and bring to you guys, please comment, like, subscribe, leave all the information down there for me to know. Again, feedback lets me know how I'm doing, how I'm reaching you, if I'm reaching you, if um, what I'm putting out is even helpful. So please, if you don't do anything else, at least leave a comment. You can say good job, bad job, like you can leave it that simple. I don't care, but well, I do care, but um, I want to say that can't stress this enough. I am not a master, nor do I consider myself a know-it-all. I am a student who enjoys learning, gaining new and true information, as well as sharing it with my peers, because I believe you guys deserve to know this information, and we all deserve to have the equal opportunity, like they say that we have. So, yeah. With that being said, thank you for watching the Comedian Theory. Again, leave some feedback. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay black. Educate yourself. Look some of this information up. Look up the Medic people, Cometian people. Look up ancient Kemet. Look up Africa. Look up Egyptian gods. What do they represent? Look these things up. Look up etymology. Look it up. Please look it up. And stay tuned for more videos. 7 chakras are coming next. That's going to be how you reach your higher self, how you open your third eye, how you see the world for what it truly is. And I actually enjoy putting some time and putting that slide together. So stay tuned. Again, love you guys. Peace, bless, peace, harmony. Stay black. Love you. Be aware of what you're saying, what you're doing, how you carry yourself, and everything. And yeah, I'll be back soon. So drop some more videos and so we can expose this. So we can expose these people and no longer live life in bondage, no longer be controlled by the government and everything. So yeah. Stay tuned, I will be back soon. Stay blessed and peace and love you.